AI is changing, well, pretty much everything, right? From how we practice medicine to how we build cars. But what about an industry that feels as old school and hands-on as real estate? Well, you might be surprised. A really big tech deal just happened in Rhode Island. And honestly, it's a huge signal for how AI is about to completely shake up how we all buy and sell property. So let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap. First, we'll talk about the big headache agents have been dealing with for years. Then we'll zoom in on what just happened in Rhode Island. After that, we're going to open up the hood and see what's in this new AI toolkit. And we'll show you how this is way bigger than just one state, before we wrap up with what it all means for, well, for everyone.
Okay, so let's start with the core problem. For what feels like forever, real estate agents have been drowning in information that's scattered all over the place. I mean, they're constantly jumping between a dozen different clunky old-school programs just to piece together the full story on one single house. It's slow, it's messy, and it's a huge time waster.
And this really shows you the before and after picture. The old way, it was all about digging through scattered data on systems that looked like they were from the 90s. The new way, it's about bringing everything together into one sleek platform with a smart AI assistant that gives you answers on the spot. It's really a move from total chaos to total clarity.
Now, to get this, you have to understand something called the MLS, the Multiple Listing Service. Just think of it as the central nervous system for all real estate in a certain area. It's the one database where all the agents share their listings and property details with each other. It is truly the backbone of the entire industry.
And that backbone, it's feeling some serious pressure to evolve. As Zach Gorman, who co-founded the tech company RealReports, puts it, these MLSs are being pushed hard to step up their game and give agents better tech. The old way of doing things just isn't cutting it anymore. Agents are demanding better, smarter tools.
And all that pressure for change leads us right to our main event, Rhode Island. The state has just become the perfect example of how to tackle this problem head-on.
So what happened is a major partnership between two key players. On one side, you've got statewide MLS. That's the official database for every realtor in Rhode Island. And on the other, you have RealReports, the AI and data tech company we just mentioned. And the big news is, statewide MLS is rolling out the RealReports platform to all of its members. And listen, we're not talking about some small pilot program here. No way. This single move puts these new AI tools into the hands of over 6,000 real estate professionals all across the state. A rollout that big is a massive statement.
So the big question is, what are these 6,000 plus agents actually getting? Let's pop the hood on this new AI-powered toolkit, because this is where it gets really cool.
The whole system really boils down to three main pieces. You've got the main platform, RealReports, then there's an AI assistant called Aiden, and finally, a modern database called Taxshot. Let's quickly break down what each one does.
First up is RealReports, and this is kind of the main engine of the whole operation. It's the ultimate data collector. It goes out and pulls information from almost 100 different places and weaves it all together into one simple, comprehensive report for any property. And the kind of data we're talking about is seriously deep. It's everything from who has owned the property over the years, to whether there are any liens against it, all the way to complex zoning rules, and even things like future climate risk. It's all right there in one spot. Now, having tons of data is one thing, but making sense of it is another. That's where Aiden comes in. Aiden is the AI brain that sits on top of all that information. An agent can literally just ask it a question, like, can you build a second story on this house? Or tell me about recent flood damage in this area. And it gives them an answer, instantly. And the third piece of the puzzle is Taxshot. This is the new, modern engine that handles all the gritty back-end work. It's a national database for tax and public records that finally replaces those old, slow systems. It can even fill in most of the info automatically when an agent creates a new listing. Talk about a time saver.
So this deal in Rhode Island is a really big deal, for sure. But let's zoom out for a second, because it's not happening in a bubble. It's actually part of a much, much bigger wave of technology that's sweeping across the entire country.
What we're really witnessing here is a huge shift in strategy for the whole industry. They're moving away from having a messy toolbox of different apps and programs, what the tech world calls a tech stack, and they're moving toward having one single unified platform that does it all. And you can see that shift playing out right here. Rhode Island is the latest to jump on board, yeah, but they're joining a growing list of other major real estate organizations that have already made this exact same move. And we're not talking about small fish here. I mean, you've got massive players like the California regional MLS. That's the second largest in the entire country. Plus major organizations in Ohio, North Carolina, and Georgia. The trend is undeniable, and it's picking up speed.
Okay, so let's tie all of this together. Why does a tech partnership for real estate agents in Rhode Island actually matter to the rest of us? Well, the ripple effects are bigger than you might think.
For the agents themselves, the benefit is crystal clear. This is a game changer. They get a super powerful tool that helps them do their job better, faster, and smarter. Just imagine your agent being able to pull up critical flood risk data in seconds right when you ask. That's the level of service this unlocks.
And for you, for anyone thinking about buying or selling a home, this is huge. It means a more transparent and efficient process. It means fewer last-minute surprises and more confident decisions. When your agent has this kind of power at their fingertips, it empowers you. So all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. With AI capable of giving instant, detailed answers about any property, are we witnessing the beginning of the end for old-school gut-feel real estate? This tech revolution could truly redefine what it even means to be a real estate agent.